X-Cutioner song part 4. This is X-Force issue 16. As we saw at the end of the last issue, Sam said that he didn't want to give a fight because we don't want to fight, folks. But as you can see, that's the choice you want to make. X-Force is more than ready to give you one. So we are now in X-Force issue 16, and this is a slugfest between X-Factor, X-Force, and X-Men. Everyone is trying to apprehend Cable for the assassination attempt on Xavier. And I love how they make sure that you don't feel lost if this is like the first book that you've ever picked up. Cyclops and Jean in the hands of the MLF. Apocalypse reawakened from a healing sleep. The combined X-Men and X-Factor teams prepared to do battle with the renegade X-Force unit. None of us want this fight, but we're more than ready for it. Yes, the choice is yours. I love that how even though they look banged up from trying to fix the IPAC unit and crash landing, they're still ready to scrap, which really gives a lot of credit to how they've grown so much from the kids that we knew from the Mutants and the early X-Factor days. Sam, believe me, I don't want this either. Please turn yourselves in. Tell us what Cable's up to. We don't know what the old man's doing havoc. They're going to attack. He's up, Farrell. You don't understand. I can smell them. They're going to attack, but not if we attack first. No! And then we get this gorgeous splash page. Stanley proudly presents X-Force in a tale of betrayal and hope. Jacklighting. Brought to you by Fabian Nicieza writer. Greg Capullo doing the penciling. Harry Candelaria doing the inks. Chris Yiannopoulos the letter. Joe Rosas doing the colors. And Bob Harris was the editor. Tom DeFalco was editor-in-chief. A lot of big names in their early heyday. And I just love this. Though I hate one thing about splash pages that I hate is even though we're supposed to see like Farrell just slashing across Remy, spine gets in the way. Now, an actual floppy probably wasn't looked as bad, but in a collected trade, it's off-putting. Still badass. We see the two brawlers of Warpath, strong guy. And of course, Madrox being able to duplicate. And Rogue does it. They can't be trusted. We have to take them down. You'll find out pretty quick, Rogue. We're not y'all's new mutants anymore. X-Force. Don't go down. Now, from what I understand, Shatterstar is from a kind of a future where the X-Men are kind of beloved. I think it's something along those lines because even Shatterstar, as he's fighting Wolverine, says, Lord Wolverine, forgive my trespass, but a cadre warrior prefers death to capture. It's okay, kid. Just means the claws will be used for real. So we get two of the roughest characters going against one another. And then I guess Richter and Rain had a relationship. And Rick's just like, I don't want to. I'm sorry, but you brought this on yourself. And then boom, boom. Come on, feel it, Rogue. Boom, gal. Hate to tell you, sugar, your plasma bombs don't do diddly against me. Sam tells them to regroup because he knows what they're up against. And as they're running, Wolverine, where are you going? You clean house here, Summers. Tended to the wounded. They're hiding somewhere in the woods around this creek. That's a hunting ground out there. And that very much harkens back to, I can't remember what the dialogue says, but the early John Burns, right there at the beginning of the Dark Phoenix saga, when the X-Men are captured at the hands of the Hellfire Club and Wolverine escapes into the sewers. And you see him pop his claws with the grates over his face and he goes, my turn. Just very much a nice homage to just kind of feeling that energy. And then there's the interlude where the gold team is looking for Apocalypse. And it's okay. I'm more interested in the brawl because they're trying to check out all the safe houses that Apocalypse has to try to find them. But of course, they get sidetracked. And man, the grisliness that happens to Beast at the hands of Famine. Famine. She's, what is that saying? Desiccating. I was like, what's cicade? And then I realized it's desiccating the Beast. And that's just horrific as all get out. And then Pietro, here's a little food for thought for the emaciated crone. My metabolism's so fast, her touch can barely affect me. So just think of how fast and how strong Quicksilver can be to just outlast what Famine is doing. And there's all these plots. This is again why I say Scott Liddell and Fabian Nicieza really, really did a great job of filling the shoes of Claremont's absence. Taking all these, I mean, there's 3 plots going on here with the fight with X-Force, the hunt for Apocalypse, and then Mr. Sinister's machinations at the mansion. And what I love here is he says, release them now, Sinister. You ask me if I'm prepared to die for Charles Xavier. The answer is obvious. The real question is whether I'm not prepared, but are you? He's holding Valerie and Stevie. What would that the children of Xavier had the courage to settle their problems so cleanly? I, among many, know that you do not. And again, this is the Mr. Sinister that we know, not the hello me, oh me, I'm so fabulous. Ha 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 ha, I'm so fabulous. Look how fancy I look. He goes double tap. The only guilt I feel is not having prevented you from despoiling these hallowed halls. I'm pleased, Bishop, to find an X-Man worthy of the world we live in, and allow me to alleviate your guilt. And there's this gaping, like T-1000-esque hole in his head by assuring you that my presence in this home is to be considered an honor, for I am the means to your beloved salvation. My first priority is my mission, one which will only be enhanced if you stop the perpetrator of this nefarious scheme. And so he doesn't even have to say it. He just drops a note, and Val's like, him! Which means thickens. And then Cable, seeing that shit has hit the proverbial fan, he goes, Professor, status report. There's been an escalation in maneuvers, Nathan. Too much happening too quickly. Only one person can be responsible for all of it. It's time to take him down once and for all, and quite literally face to face, man to man. And just look at this 90s with the pouches and the muscles and the guns, the big ass legs, the weird looking feet. Man, that's just some gorgeous 90s artwork. And then we see, not Storm, what is her name? Jean Grey and Cyclops being drugged into the hands of Strife. Where are we? Please calm yourselves. Who? Allow me to introduce myself, X-Men. I'm Strife, Crown Prince of Mutant Kind, and you, the King and Queen of what is to come. Father, Mother, welcome to the end. And before we can get any more with Strife, we jump back into the X-Force fight. Keep moving, Farrell. You picking up any pursuit? Can't smell a thing. And with Irish's racket, we can't hear a thing either. You can be sure there's one person they're sent after us. You got that right, kid. Slunk! And goes immediately after Sam. Whew. The way Betsy takes down Polaris with her psychic knife. Oh, you can just see the pain in Siren's face as Psylocke takes her down, which they're supposed to be on the same side, and yet Psylocke has to use underhanded moves to take her down. But thanks to Madrox, Sam knows. This such gorgeous artwork. At least Sam has the right mind to know when he is. So guys, X-Force issue 16, absolutely excellent issue. Greg Capullo's artwork's on point. Fabian Nicieza, whenever he's on the X-Men, I know we're going to have one hell of a time. And like I said, him and Liddell just knew how to carry the X-Men through the 90s, and that's why the X-Cutioner song, Fatal Attractions, The Age of Apocalypse, even Onslaught still stand the test of time here into 2025. So guys, if you want an awesome X-Men book and how the X-Men are supposed to feel in terms of tonal, like the way a character is supposed to feel, y'all get what I'm saying, have enough coffee, this series is. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please first and foremost support your local comic shop or wherever there's going to get your action figures and comics. Grab this series. And if you've enjoyed this review, really would appreciate if you take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Helps the channel more than you could possibly know. And if you don't mind hitting that fancy little X bell next, subscribe. That way as I continue to upload content, you guys get notified. come to the channel, and I'd love to talk with you and hearing your thoughts and feedback down in the comments or the socials, which I'll make sure to leave the links down in the description. So with all that said, hope you all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, everyone.